I was forced out, I had to resign.
So I took a stance to my union Equity because they, I felt, were cajoling people to join a protest against Israel and a BDS. So I left the union.
Defending Jewish religious freedoms is one of the most important things we do, whether that's the protection of kosher meat or the practice of circumcisions.
I wanted to become a deputy because I'm a very, very proud British Jew.
The Board of Deputies gave me invaluable personal support and are now working with a new leader to make the Labour Party safe for Jewish people once again.
I'm also a very concerned person, knowing that anti-Semitism has again reared its very, very ugly head.
The board really helps us by giving us connections to government officials and allowing us to represent Jewish students on a national level.
I was really impressed by the Board of Deputies stepping straight into action and responding to the events that were going on with George Floyd and Black Lives Matter.
We want to make sure that Israel is understood in a fair and balanced way, and that we challenge any misconceptions about Zionism in the modern world.
I import Arba Minim for the Festival of Sukkot. 2 years ago, a problem arose with the etrog when the customs confiscated them on a technicality. Didn't know what to do. I contacted the Board of Deputies. They understood the problem instantly. They sprung into action and they resolved the issues immediately.
The Board of Deputies has often spoken about anti-Muslim hatred, which is on the rise in this country. And that really shows the commonality that we have between two communities, the Jewish communities and the Muslim communities.
The Board of Deputies has offered some really creative and very helpful training resources to help us as a church and others across the UK understand some of the complexity of the situation of politics in Israel and Palestine.
The support from the Board of Deputies is crucial, is extremely important, because Jewish people know what it is like to suffer from such horror and evil.
When the pandemic came along, it was really important to us to make sure that we were protecting Jewish interests across the spectrum of the community.
When Israel's under fire, British Jews have family and friends in Israel, so we make sure that the UK government's reaction to that war is fair and balanced, and that includes also discussing with the opposition party their position as well.
The Board of Deputies was instrumental in providing us with about 9,000 face masks during COVID for the staff to use at Andrew Cohen House, which is a part of the Birmingham Jewish Community Care Organisation.
Getting the coronavirus bill amended was absolutely crucial. We risked at one stage the idea that cremations would be mandatory. That could have been a real disaster for our community, and working with the government, opposition, different faith groups, we got the bill amended, which meant that this was no longer a threat.
The Board of Deputies was there for reference, for protection if I needed it.
And it's certainly true to say that the Board of Deputies saved Sukkot 2 years ago.
They're there to help us when we need them.
This is incredibly important for me. It's like my identity and my existence.
And I'm hoping that my very small voice under the umbrella of the Board of Deputies will become a loud voice.
And without a voice in Parliament, in the world, then it's very dangerous. It feels very dangerous. So I think I can safely say that the Board of Deputies has never been more important than it is today.